Today, in WIDC close to you, we are visiting a wonderful organization that has served West Indy for many years. However, there are still people in the neighborhood who may not know much about the organization. This is Mary Rigg Neighborhood Center. In this video, we will be with Heather Pease, president of the organization. She will share her perspective and provide an overview of the organization and its programs.
Mary Rigg Neighborhood Center has actually been here since 1911, so well over 100 years. And during that entire time, our mission has not wavered. Help, hope, and new opportunities. So very focused on strengthening the neighborhood and supporting families. Our heart and soul is West Indianapolis, so certainly 46221 and the neighborhood of West Indianapolis. Over time, we've started serving more and more folks from Marion County and the surrounding areas, and so today we're proud, especially on the workforce side, that we do see neighbors from throughout Indianapolis, but again, the heart of our work is right here in West Indianapolis and serving the neighborhood where we all live and work. Mary Rigg really has three key foundational areas that we work in. First and foremost, basic needs support. And we think a lot about, if you're a mom and you're worried about putting dinner on the table, or you're a dad and you're not sure where your family's going to sleep, it is really difficult to think about taking the right next step for your family, doing the next thing that makes sense for you and your kids. And so we think a lot about those wraparound basic needs support, providing assistance where we can in energy assistance, food access support, certainly, and other parts of basic needs. And then from there, there's really two main categories on top of when basic needs are met, and that becomes a little bit less concerning to families. One is our youth and family support. We have a very robust youth program here, so we have at least 40 kids every single day after school with us. We have about 110 kids during the summertime, ranging from age 5 to 15. It is an incredible camp, incredible after school, filled with amazing kids, and also incredible leaders that are so committed to social emotional support and whole family support. So we're really proud of our youth and family services. And then finally, our workforce verticals. So what's the right next step for a certification, for a training, for some type of coursework that will help you advance in your career? It's really any job, better job, career. And so how could Mary Rigg be a part of that continuum for families as well? One of the things we're really excited that's going to happen this year at Mary Rigg, so we're actually partnered with the Development Corporation, and about 100 steps west of our building, we're going to open a standalone food pantry, and we are really excited to be bringing, and honored to be bringing that to the neighborhood. So a place where, right now we do it every week here at Mary Rigg, and we're so happy to be able to do that, but we're really thrilled to move it to a space that will allow our guests to be able to grocery shop. So to have more choices, things that fit your family's needs, more healthy options, and again, just being able to move through, a small grocery and make the right choices for your family. So our goal is to be open by December, and we are, again, just so happy to bring a wider array of opportunities for families, but also more days of the week and more times during the week. Two great resources, maryrigg.org for our website, so we keep that really nicely up to date, but also definitely social media, and I would encourage you to check us out on Facebook or LinkedIn. Remember names and faces. It's been the best thing that's happened in my career, I will tell you that. So I had spent about 20 years in amazing opportunities serving in nonprofits here in Indianapolis, mostly in healthcare and education, fundraising and marketing. And I had been saying for a number of years, I really wanted to try to be a leader of a small to mid-sized nonprofit. And so, sometimes things are kismet. Mary Rigg the job kept popping up. So someone sent it to me. I saw it in a job feed, and it just felt like I should throw my name in the hat and see what happened. And, I always feel like things work out how it's supposed to. And if I weren't meant to be here, I wouldn't. But I would say I couldn't help but get my hopes up as I was moving through the process, because as I learned more about Mary Rigg, I felt like this would be such an incredible opportunity and really an honor to be able to serve in this capacity. And it has certainly continued to feel like that. And the people that work here are incredible. And so to get to join this team has really, truly been the honor of my career. I remember names and faces. One of the things I discovered almost immediately at Mary Rigg is how just incredibly passionate and committed the people are who work here at Mary Rigg. And one of the things I noticed right away is when clients or families walked in the door, our team knew all of their names, knew about them, cared about them, wanted to be supportive of whatever was the right next thing for them. And I thought immediately that was something that I wanted to be a part of. And certainly it's amazing because I've been here not quite 9 months, and I cannot tell you the amount of anecdotes and stories that that have occurred during that time that have really reinforced my commitment to what we're doing here. But maybe one or two I'll share.
I remember places.
During our Christmas activities and Christmas support for families, we had there was a baby that came with their mom and dad, and it was of course a cold December night, and the baby didn't have any shoes or socks, and instead of, making a scene and what did they need and in this event, our lead social worker just literally went and got some socks from our spot and handed a pile to mom. And I just thought that was such a beautiful way to both provide the family's needs in a really respectful and honorable way. And so another one of my favorite stories, I'm a reader and I grew up with kind of limited access to books. And so when I saw this little girl that came to our back to school night and she had achieved this entire stack of her favorite series, that's just a really big deal. And we had those because of partnerships that brought us books here and, allowed her to take that whole stack of her favorite series. And I'm sure by now she's torn through them 3 times, but that was just really special that she did not want to set down her books to get her backpack because she was so invested in these books. And there's so many others. Thank you for asking that question, but truly, truly an amazing place because of the people that work here and the people that come here for sure. I think, just a huge thanks to the neighbors that are already so engaged at Mary Rigg. And if you haven't had a chance to come here yet, come, walk in the door, see what we're about, visit our website, follow us on social media. There's always something encouraging and incredible happening here. And we would just love if every person in the neighborhood had a connection here at Mary Rigg.